So what is going on, guys? It's Triple G here and welcome to a Biomutant review. This is a spoiler-free review, so sit back and take in the thoughts that I had as I played through this game. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing to the channel or join us over on Twitch, where we stream 5 times a week. And otherwise, let's get straight into this video. So first of all, thank you to THQ and Dead Good Gaming for providing me with the key, which has allowed me to make this review. Okay, so first up, let's talk about how the game looks and how the game plays. So I have a very modest PC. I have a 5700 XT GPU in my gaming PC at the moment, and the game runs really well. I averaged about 90 frames on PC. Didn't notice any stuttering whatsoever, and that was on the max setting. So if you have a modest PC or any of the new GPUs, I would not expect any performance issues. Also, if you're playing on console, I would definitely not expect any performance issues there. In terms of the game, the way it looks, as I said, the graphics are great, but it also, the styling of this game is really good. I really enjoyed changing the way that my character looked in the opening scenes, working out exactly what class I wanted, and then even the user interface is nice and simple when it comes to just navigating through and working out what it is you need to upgrade and what you want to craft and what you want to change. So really props to the design team there. That works very well. Next is the combat. Now the combat I was really surprised with. Now there are some advanced tips that we will be looking at in another video. However, the combat itself is pretty basic on the surface level. You have a melee button, you have a range button, and a combination of those move sets that you eventually will unlock as you level up means that you will have a super attack which has 3 or 4 different options as well. This means that on the surface you can play Biomutant, and you probably will get your ass handed to you if you don't actually pay attention to the movesets that you are unlocking. You start to tap into those movesets and all of a sudden you become this speedy absolute god. In terms of story, now we've only scratched the surface of the story. I've played around 20 hours of Biomutant, and again, this is a spoiler-free review. The story itself is quite a traditional story, shall we say. The one thing that I wasn't a fan of is this is obviously a new game, and there was a lot of positioning at the start, and with the characters actually not speaking a language and then you having a narrator over it, which I do love the narrator, by the way. Side note, narrator's great. However, that pacing at the start of the game, you are being taught so many different things all in a close space of time. It did feel like that needed speeding up a bit. It would have been nicer, in my opinion, if they did their little rodent language like quieter behind and the narrator spoke at the same time. The narrator speaks after they do their own little language, and it does slow the game down at the start. That being said, once that is over, the game picks up and the pace picks up and you're free to go where you want. While we're talking about the freedom, the map itself is broken into kind of regions with what is known as the Tree of Life in the middle. Now you are free to roam wherever you want on the map. It is completely open world, but the enemies in certain regions are leveled to certain ways. Now I didn't have a problem even when I was kind of like level 8 pushing up to level 16, but I was using the movesets and the supers. So it does reward you to pay attention to the game, and you can't just kind of sleepwalk your way through, else you will get your ass clapped. One of the other really nice features about the game is for you completionists. Now, if you are a completionist and you love collecting every single item, every time that you walk towards a building or a new area, you get this nice little pop-up on the left hand side telling you exactly what's in this area and what you should be looking out for, and they make it even easier for you. If they tell you there is a superb loot there, which is kind of a gold color piece of items that you can find out in the world, if there is one in that area, the chest will actually have this kind of glow of the color that it is as well. And the top tier loot is actually kind of a reddy purple color, but those that are familiar with other kind of loot systems before will get the hang of it very quickly. And it's just really nice to walk into an area, click everything off, and then go out again. So taking all of that into account, I am going to give Biomutant a 8 out of 10 for now. I haven't been able to completely finish the story yet. However, everything that I have seen so far has been very good. The only reason I haven't rated it higher for now is one, I haven't finished the story, and two, the pacing at the start of the game did really catch me off guard. However, once you get past that, I do think there is a fantastic game past that. Guys, if you have enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing to the channel. We are going to be doing more Biomutant videos on this channel, so please hit that subscribe button if you want to see more. And otherwise, guys, I will catch you on the flip.